Captain America Civil War is so damn fun. I mean, it feels like an Avengers movie. You get the whole gang in here, even though the main story is centered on Steve and Bucky. And of course, one of the reasons why this movie works so well is the great debate. What side are you on? Iron Man's side or Captain America's side? On Tony Stark's side, you got his guilt over Ultron and what happened to Sokovia, which I really like that they bring that up because it's a lot like Batman versus Superman, where the heroes now have to be responsible for the damages that they did and stuff, right? It makes for a great discussion. And then on top of that, you get Tony's revelation of how his parents got murdered and how it was really the Winter Soldier, which again just reignites the drama. And on the other side of things, you got Steve Rogers staying loyal to Bucky and trying to protect him, even though it will cost him everything. He just really stays true to his character. And you get his side of the debate where the government shouldn't be in control of the heroes, because what if they tell them not to go somewhere when they need their help, right? And if you think back at the Avengers, the first Avengers, the government's plan was to nuke New York if it wasn't for the Avengers saving the day. So they're not all that much better. And I think Zemo just makes for a really interesting villain. He's not out there to try to kill the Avengers himself with his strength or whatever. No, he's trying to manipulate them, tear them apart from within. He knows what sets them off, and he's using that to his advantage. And it was a real blast catching this movie in theaters. But when they keep saying, Mission Report, December 16th, 1991, over and over again in this movie, it was just driving me crazy. I couldn't help but look around, because it's my birthday. That's when I was born, the day and the year and everything. So I'm like, it's just crazy. Of course, the airport battle is one of the biggest scenes in the film. It's so fun to watch, seeing these two teams battle it out against each other, and everybody gets their moment to shine. They do a really good job at that. That's a standout scene. Another standout is near the end where you got Bucky and Steve versus Tony. Once Tony figures out that the Winter Soldier killed his parents, that gets real emotional and brutal. We get a great introduction to Spider-Man. He's so funny in here, and I just love how it shows how powerful he is, even though he's just a teenager. Great introduction, as well as Black Panther gets introduced in here, and he has a nice little arc near the end. My only real complaint with this movie is that everybody feels too safe. There's too much plot armor here. I mean, you got all these powerful heroes against each other, and there's not one death. You get like one injury, basically, with Rhodey getting shot out of the sky. They should have at least killed him or killed somebody just to make the stakes feel higher.